you and those of you at home, but today just felt a whole lot hotter to me than it did the last couple of days. Maybe we're just stretching on here, or maybe it really did. Aaron, what's the deal?
For sure, David, by a few degrees. 91 yesterday, and we were into the mid-90s today at 94 for SeaTac. So talking about that pavement and that asphalt concrete out there, we want to make sure that you are keeping an eye on those four-legged furry friends. We hit temperatures at 90, and this is what happens to our asphalt and concrete. Paws can burn in 1 minute. The asphalt feels like 140 degrees when it's 90 degrees the air temperature, and then we can see this also on the concrete at 125 degrees. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on folks out there today. Okay, so we are tracking more summer heat. We're seeing a little bit of that haze out there in the skies, but a beautiful day glistening off of Puget Sound. If you don't pay attention to the temperatures, if you're not a 90-degree fan, we are going to cool down, but it's just going to take some time. We are on a really good heat wave stretch here. We could potentially get into 5 days in the 90s. We haven't done that since 2015, and before that, we really haven't done it since the 1940s, mid-40s. Out at the ocean beaches, though, that's where it's been really cool, flirting with records for Moses Lake, Wenatchee, the lower Columbia Basin, all in triple digits. Over in eastern Washington, Pullman on the Palouse, one of the cooler spots at 96 degrees. But let's dive into the metro area and further south and to the west. Shelton, 97 degrees at this hour, hanging on to that heat for sure. Look at the contrast between Port Angeles through the strait. We get a little marine air that comes through, cooling things down through Port Angeles and then through Oak Harbor and the islands up to the North Sound. We are still hanging on to the 90s. So here is a look at our excessive heat warning and our excessive heat advisory. These are going to stay in play through 9 p.m. on Saturday. Again, we'll get some of that ozone layer in South King County and North Pierce County where we could get a buildup for unhealthy, for sensitive groups, all thanks to high pressure acting like a lid over the top of us and kind of trapping in stagnant air. So we get some particulates and some pollutants up there, and we get that haze with the heat, and some of the calm winds will not help us scour that out. We need a little bit more wind flow to push this out, and we will get it as we start to see the return of marine air, but really not a ton coming our way. So here's a look at hour by hour tonight. We break it down. We finally fall at 10 o'clock into the upper 70s. That is about where we should be for this time of year for our daytime highs. So a few weather alert days coming our way, potentially into Sunday. We could hit 90 again. That would be the 6th day. But as we cool off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that marine influence comes our way, and we finally get below average temperatures and feeling that cool marine air. We will have much more news and weather. Keep it right here on Fox 13. We'll be back after the break.